Hello everybody. Just to let you know I've been around and I'm alive and I'm still working on this thing. Just lots of things have come up. So what I thought I would do is show a little bit of some of the things I'm doing on it or have done on it just before I'm going to start doing all of the important stuff, like going to start priming this thing and get ready to paint it. So one thing I did was to make sure this area right under the canopy had a couple parts that were a little open. I'm afraid when I start spraying it and stuff, it'll get up underneath the canopy, coat the, be quiet Mochi, it's my cat, underneath the canopy and get up underneath inside and destroy stuff, so I had to fix that. I also covered up this portion with some paper because that's going to be clear at some point, but it's going to get hit with primer if I'm not careful. Underneath, this is covered. Actually, put some crystal clear over it, and basically makes it a mask, which is perfect for what I need. Everything else is kind of ready. I made sure I got all of my edges of my control surfaces, like the ailerons and the elevators and stuff, ready to go. Although back here in the tail, I still need to fix these portions here. These are okay, but I got to get these parts have to be covered, and I put a little triangle of balsa or something in there to make sure it's nice and where it's supposed to be. And I've got to do the same thing here where the rudder is going to go to make sure that's clean. Also, these components themselves, like this is the elevator, it's flat right now, so it needs to be basically opened up, and I have to add in some balsa to give it the right shape so that it will go into the right, so that it will look good once it goes up here into the elevator, etc., etc. But the main airplane is basically ready to be sprayed. So I'm gonna probably, and I cut out, there's a couple little pieces of window here that needed to be cut out. So I cut those out, and then I covered them again with crystal clear as a mask. So this should be all ready in terms of, I shouldn't get any problem. Nothing should happen inside the canopy, in the cockpit. So really what I have to do with this now is start priming it. So I'm gonna prime it all gray, and then what I'll start doing is sanding it and priming it again and sanding it and priming it again to get rid of all the little mistakes, because there are lots of them. There are little places where paper needs to be sort of sanded down. There's places where I have to add putty. All kinds of things have to happen. I got to really work on these radiators because they really need some help. And then of course I got to put the landing gear in. But I'm gonna first, basically, I can't wait to paint the stupid thing. So I'm gonna get it all primed next, and that's hard to show because it's just spraying it gray. So I'm gonna go and spray this thing gray, and I'll show you how I'll start to sand it down and clean it up, how I add the putty, all those things, maybe add little bits of paper to show you what that's like as an example. And then I'll show you how I put in panel lines, at least I hope how I put in panel lines, which basically is scraping through a couple layers of primer, really. That's not digging into plastic, of course. There's no plastic to dig into. Anyway, it's coming along. Haven't forgotten it. Just busy doing lots of things. And I just wanted to get something quick out to let people know that it's still going to get work done. Noise ordinances aren't followed in this part of the world. It's going to work. I just have to sit down and start doing it. Anyway, thanks for people who have been looking for things, and I hope to show you some more progress really, 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 really soon. Thanks for watching.